Hare Krishna. Welcome you all for our Gurukul sessions. And today is Monday. There is a topic about verse for the week. So these verses are, as we said before also, like these verses, especially Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So these are because they are beautiful poetries spoken by the Lord or about the Lord, right? So they're always fresh, they're always evergreen. And more we recite, right, more it will be make us. They're always top 10, they're always top. Now modern top 10 it changes, but this top 10 doesn't change. And another interesting thing is they're not just like a song. Modern, what is the difference between a modern songs, poetries, and then the these poetries, the verses? Modern poetries, modern songs are just simply imaginative. I am flying in a sky. My this thing is happening, that thing, which just written out of imagination, matching some lyrics and some end words or something like that. But these verses they speak, they doesn't only match the rhythms, they doesn't match only the words, but they give the great lessons for all of our life also. They're the facts. Like they're not some fiction or imaginative things. What we make, that is imagination, but what the God is made, it is fact. It is always absolute. So, and that's what in today's session also, today's verse also will come to know a very, very important lessons. How Lord is so kind. People think that why Lord is doing so bad things, why so many people are dying, or these problems are coming, or this issue happened to me. I did not do anything wrong. Or Lord is favoring for other people. Other, my neighbors are so bad, but still they are getting so many things. My school friend is he's not good, but he's getting a lot of things, and I am a devotee, I am not getting. Many times we calculate with our own understanding and think that Lord is partial or Lord is doesn't know how to do. And not only about in general, but most of the people get such kind of things. So let's see in today's verse how Mother Kunti is going to clarify this doubt. Is Lord partial, impartial, or what is the nature of the Lord? So let us begin with the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shriyuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakhantam Sha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyadeshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So quickly we'll recite the prayers, previous prayers or the verses, whatever we have done. All of you are able to see the screen? Whether by screen is it visible?
Yeah,
Kunti uvacha Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishwaram Prakrute Param Alaksham Sarvabhutanam Antarbahiravastitam. So she is beginning the prayers by offering namaskar, namaste. So that's what the first verse you can remember. So Lord is all pervading, but he is not visible for some people. Why it is so? Next verse he says, Maya Javanika Channam Ajnadho Kshajamavyam Nalakshase Mudhadrusha Nato Natyadharo Yatha. So you are there, but then you are like a actor on a stage, putting some kind of a costumes and dress. So the mudhas, the foolish people, they cannot understand you. They are covered by the curtain of Maya. When the curtain is put up, we cannot see. So because their vision is covered, that's why they're not able to see you. Then who can see you? Next verse she says, Tatha Paramahamsanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham Katham Pashe Mahistriya. Oh Lord, you appear for Paramhamsas, Munis, those who are pure, Amala Atmanam, just to give this Bhakti Yoga Vidhanartham. So how can a woman like me, I can understand you, Lord? Then she offers the prayers, considering the Lord to be whatever best way she has understood. Actually, she has understood. So today in one of the school we had gone. Now this marathon Bhagavad Gita contest program we are doing, value education contest. Many of you already have done part, have got the prizes also. So here in one of the town, Mahbub Nagar, which is little away from Hyderabad. So in one of the school we went, there it was written, the statement, not statement, they wrote one formula. What they wrote, ego is equal to 1 upon knowledge. Means what? Then below they wrote the expression of that statement. When we have no knowledge, then what is the value of ego? Ego will be more or less?
more.
Yeah, ego will be more. Okay, because ego is equal to 1 upon knowledge. They said, and then they wrote,
finite times.
Then they wrote below that line. Then they wrote second statement. When we have knowledge, then ego will be, someone else can say, according to this mathematic formula, when we have a more knowledge, then the ego will be, yes.
One less means like it will be like below. Prabhuji, that ego will be low.
Ego will be low, ego will be less, ego will be minimum. So means what? When we have truly a knowledge, then one will not be proud. But when we have no knowledge, then foolishly one think I have everything, I know everything, I am the best and I think and all, then one will have no knowledge. So this is a very, very interesting fact. It has been explained. So Mother Kunti is telling, I don't have knowledge. How can I understand you? So she's expressing her humility. So very, very interesting. I felt, that's true. When, of course, that doesn't mean that one should have no knowledge so that our ego will be, if you have more knowledge, then my ego will be more or less or whatever way you calculate. No, we have to be learning in a humble way, right? So Mother Kunti is teaching us. Now she's going to express wonderful prayers. So she's expressing her humility first. So that's what she has been writing. Katham Pashya Mahistriya. How can a woman like me understand you, Lord? Now she expresses. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So she is glorifying the Lord Krishna. You are the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, and you are the dear for all the Brajavasis, and you are dear to the cows. Govindaya Namo Namaha. I offer my namaskar unto you. And then she expresses the Lord's beautiful form, the lotus beauty. the lotus verse. Namo Pankajanaabhaya, Namo Pankajamaline, Namo Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangre. So first verse, before this verse, she told about the Lord's parents' names and all other birth where the Lord appeared and Lord's the relationship with the other devotees. Now this verse, she personally glorifies the beautiful form of the Lord. Right. And then she says, how, O Lord, you are so kind to me. You are more merciful than Devaki. Because you have protected us from so many different dangers. So that's what she prays. What is that verse now? She says, yeah, though Devaki was being protected from the atrocities of Kamsa, but you could not say, you did not save the Devaki's sons, but my sons were protected. Repeatedly, many dangers came. You protected my sons also. So this is a verse. Yatha Rushikesh Khalena Devaki Kamsena Ruddhati Chiram Shucharpita Vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibho Tvayaiva nathena muhur vipadganat. And then the next verse she lists down, what are the dangers, O Lord, you protected all of us. She has not forgotten the Lord's help, Lord's mercy. Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshanad Asat Sabhaya Vanavasa Prushrataha Mrudhe Aneka Maharatha Srato Draunyasratascha Smahare Rabhirakshita. So the poison cake, the forest fire, the man-eating animals, Asat Sabha where Draupadi was disrobed, the forest day, and so many great warriors attacked on the Pandavas, and especially the son of Drona, Ashwathama, had launched the Brahmastra. Like that, she is listing down all the calamities. Wherever, how Lord Harer Abhirakshita, oh Lord Hari, you always protected us. Then she says, oh, please, enough of the calamities? No, oh Lord, give me more calamities. Vipada santuta shashvat tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yatsyada punar bhavadarshanam. So what is the beauty? Why she wants more calamities? Why she wants more troubles? Already so many huge.
That she can remember Lord.
Yeah, because when the trouble comes, then, oh Lord, I can have your darshan. Because you protect us every time, naturally we'll remember you. And then by remembering you, we'll have your darshan, yatsad apunar bhavadarshanam. Then I need not to have darshan of this material world again. So very intelligently. Of course, this doesn't mean that only when the difficulties come, then only we should remember the Lord. So to have a constant remembrance, so Mother Kunti says, please give me more and more troubles. So one should, material world is already a place of suffering. One should understand, and then that's why I have that serious prayers to the Supreme Lord. Chanting is the best form of prayers. That's what we every day pray. Oh Lord, please engage me in your service so that I can be protected. Then who cannot have this kind of a feeling for the Lord? Those who are proud of their opulences, wealth. That's what means next verse she says. Janma Ishwarya Shruta Shri Bhirye Dhaman Madapuman Maivarhati Abhidhatum Vai Twamakinchana Gocharam. So feelingly they cannot take shelter because their feelings have gone into Janma Ishwarya Shruta Shri. They belong because they think that I belongs to the great birth, great family, or I have a lot of wealth, I have a lot of beauty, I have a lot of knowledge. And because of that pride, the shelter upon the Lord doesn't come. They take shelter on their own abilities of knowledge, beauty, wealth, and birth, all those things. Then for such people, you are not a shelter. I mean, they doesn't take you as a shelter. That's the point. Then who can the Lord takes the shelter? Who can take the shelter of the Lord? For whom the Lord is the property? Then she says the next verse. So this verse ends with Akinchana Gochara. Next verse begins with the Akinchana. Namo Akinchana Vittaya Nivrutta Gunavrittaye Atma Ramaya Shantaya Kaivalya Pataye Namaha. So this is how logically all the verses they build up. So Namo Akinchana Vittaya. You are the property of those who are materially impoverished. Right? Materially impoverished means what? that's what they're exactly opposite of those who think materially themselves as very great. They consider themselves as to be the everything belongs to them, and that's what they don't need God. So for such people, it's well. But then that's what we discuss, right? Materially impoverished doesn't mean to live like a beggar, but our heart should be of the having a feeling of complete dependence on the Lord. Not to think that because I have lot many things and all, I don't need God. That's not the right thing. Okay. And then last week verse we studied beautiful. And then she offers the wonderful prayer about the understanding of the Lord. Manne tvam kalam ishanam anadi nidhanam vibhum samam charantam sarvatram bhutanam yanmithakkali. Right? So she has prayed a very beautifully. Oh Lord, Manne tvam kalam ishanam. You are the time personified. Bhagavad Gita also it comes na aham kalosmi, time I am. And then the anadi nidhanam vibhum. You have no beginning and end. You are always ever vibhu. Vibhu we read na, that meaning all pervading. Yeah, Super Soul Prabhupada wrote about that. And samam charantam sarvatra. So now this samam charantam sarvatra, this theme, Lord is equal to all living entities. That comes in the next verse. Mother Kunti specifically says, you are not impartial, O Lord. People think that you are partial and all. So bhutanam yan mithakkali. All the problems are happening here amongst the people, the quarrels and all, because of social intercourse, because of their own considering as a materially only. Right? So that is the beauty. With the devotees, we don't have fights or arguments. So the fight happens means what? One considers because of one's own selfish things. Right? In a school, we find the children, they fight, or some other people will fight. Sometimes neighbors will have fight. Of course, we see among devotees also sometimes dispute and all. But that dispute is for what? How best we can serve Krishna. Not for mutually, you are bad, you are wrong, I am only good, you are that kind of fights is not appreciated. That's only because of the misunderstandings. Right? So that's what this point is very much important. How best way we can stay together. So to the degree we hold on to the wonderful teachings of Lord Krishna, then there will be no fights. India, Pakistan, so many fights and other things, all different countries, nations fights because of the bodily identification only. So social intercourse, she says. Now let's see the today's verse. Na Veda Kaschid. What is meaning by word Veda? Yes, anyone knows? Many times we read, right? Veda, Vedas, Veda. What is meaning by word Veda?
Vedas. The four Vedas.
No, that's what I'm asking. What is the meaning?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yeah, Vedas we know, the four Vedas especially. But that word Veda have come from the root verb Veda. Veda means the knowledge. That's why the four Vedas means they are the source of that knowledge. So the Veda. Na Veda means no knowledge. What knowledge? Who doesn't have knowledge? Then the next line. Kaschit Bhagavan Shikirshitam. Now I'll show you exact meaning. Kaschit means anyone. Bhagavan means O Lord. Chikirshitam, past times. So the Sanskrit root we have to check once how the word Chikirshitam is connected with past tense. But this is a very good word, Chikirshitam, past times, activities. So people doesn't know about the past times of the Lord. Anyone, Kaschit, anyone, na Veda Kaschit Bhagavan Chikirshitam. Bhagavan Chikirshitam, Lord's activities, Lord's pastimes, no one can understand. Why? How come? Taveha manasya nrunam vidambanam. So nruna means what? Anyone knows? Nruna. This is also the very good word in the sense many times we read. Nrinam, of the people in general. Right? It is being said, nrina, of the people in general. How this word comes, nrina, another word also it is said for the that's nara, nara, right. Nara means we say Naresh, Nara Isha. So the best among the humans. So that's a nrinam. That's what the word of the people in general. So people in general, they cannot understand your pastimes. they consider the iha manasya. Iha means in this world. Manasya means the men, manushya. Taveha manasya, tava iha manasya nrinam vidambanam. So vidambana means misleading. Vidambanam. So before also somewhere we read this verse, vidambanam, misleading or kind of a confusing for the people. So because they consider you to be like ordinary human being. And then what happened? Na yasya kaschit daitosti karhichit. So this is a little bit a big verse. Don't be afraid. We'll see the word to word. It will make it very, very easy. Na yasya kaschit. Na means the never. Yasya means the his. Kaschit, again the word came. Na veda kaschit. Na yasya kaschit. Kaschit means the anyone. Daita. Daita means the daya. What is meaning by daya? You know the word daya. What is meaning by
Empathy.
yes?
So it's like a
Empathy.
favor, it's like
Favor. Yeah, kind of दया means इसके ऊपर दया कर दो. भगवान ने इसको दया कर दिया इसके लिए. Means kind of mercy, giving kind of doing some favor. So that's why daita, object of specific favor. So for somebody, you favor somebody, oh Lord. Na yasya kaschit daitosti, dai asti, daito asti. Asti means the there. There is karichit anywhere. So and then karichit, then dvesha. You know the word dvesha? Dvesh karna. What is meaning by dvesh?
बुराई करना.
Burai karna, or to hate somebody, or kind of punish somebody. Here it is being written dvesha, object of envy. So dveshascha yasmin, cha means and, yasmin means unto him. So this is not actually Sanskrit. If you have a course, surely you can take in your school days. If the Sanskrit, if they offer, like in our childhood days, 5th onwards. I think 5th onwards till 4th we studied Hindi as a second language, Marathi as our first language, Hindi, and then English. But now 5th onwards they gave us the option. You want Hindi or Sanskrit, either of the one you take. And that's what we took, Sanskrit. Of course, that time motive was to get a good score, because Sanskrit easily you can get a high score. But actually Sanskrit will make us very, very easily understand the verses and logic also. So if any of you have in your schools the Sanskrit course, Sanskrit subject, surely try to take that. It will make you very easy to learn and understand. So dvesha cha yasmin. So this word yasmin actually begins with aham, ayam, vayam, tvam. Like that it goes in a pronunciation also. Of different levels. 1st degree person, 2nd degree person. We say in English 3rd degree person. So like that the word yasya also comes. Yasmin means unto him. So here yasmin, here yasya, you see. So yasmin, yasya, all these connect. Yasya, ya, whose. Like that it's connected. His, unto him. And then vishama, partiality. Sama, vishama. Saman, and opposite to that, not saman, vishama. You are impartial. You are partial. You are not equal. Mati means the conception. You understand the word mati? Mati also mat. Hindi they say mat.
Like some say that mati मारी गई थी मेरी ऐसा कर लिया.
Yeah. There that word mati is said for the buddhi. But here mat means the opinion. इसके ऊपर आपका मत क्या है बताइए. जैसे मत or opinion or conception. So what is your idea about this? Because especially the buddhi, mati, but then some thoughts coming from buddhi, that becomes conception, ideology. And then again rinam. See, before also we read rinam, and then again it is ending with an rinam. So now here in this verse, very, very important concept. I'll just pronounce once for all of you, then we'll see word to word meaning. Na veda kaschid bhagavan chikirshitam taveha manasya nrinam vidambanam. Na yasya kaschid daitosti karhichid dveshascha yasmin vishama matirnam. So the what is exact translation here? O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes. Na Veda Kaschit Bhagavan Chikirshitam. Bhagavan Chikirshitam. Lord's activities no one can understand, which appear to be human and are so misleading. Taveha Manasya Nrinam Vidambanam. Taveha Manasya. They consider to be like a human, and that's what that is misleading. And then Nayasya Kaschit Daitosti Karhichit. You have no specific object of favor, right? Dveshasya, nor do you have any object of envy. Okay, so Dveshasya, fourth line, it begins with Dveshasya. People only imagine that you are partial. Yeah, that's what Mati. Yasmin Vishama Matir Nrinam. Only people have imagination that you are partial. So the most important theme Prabhupada have given in this purport, now time is less because we have to take pronunciations also. So here especially Prabhupada gives a very beautiful example. Sun. Sun is not partial in giving a rays. It is up to individual to go into the sunlight and get the benefit of ultraviolet rays and all those. You cannot say, oh, I am sitting in the room, why sun is impartial? Why is giving light outside? No, we have covered ourselves. You uncover yourself, go out, sun will be equally benefit to you also. So like that the Lord. It is based on our approach, the Lord reciprocates. Lord is not partial. Samam charantam sarvatra. Previous also verse we read. Ye yathamam prapadante. Lord reciprocates as per we approach. So people may understand Lord favored Kunti and Lord killed Kauravas and all those things and all. But no, because Pandavas were completely devoted to the Lord, Prabhupada says one line here. You see, I'll tell you. Here you see, he is undoubtedly known as partial to his pure devotees. But in fact, he is never partial, as much as the sun is never partial to anyone. So devotees of the Lord, they know how to utilize the Lord. So Prabhupada says people only go for some motives when they have some body problems or some wealth problems, some issues. And then when motives are finished, then they forget the Lord. It's like a mercantile businessman. You do this me, I'll get this, finish, don't bother. But pure devotees of the Lord, they have pure relationship with the Lord. They don't do any business relationship. So can someone say, which character prays to the Lord? Oh Lord, I am not like a businessman. You are asking me, ask benediction to you from me because I have done your bhakti so much. I don't want to be like a businessman. You have done favor to me, that itself I am glorious. I am grateful. So actually Prahlad Maharaj says to Lord Narasimhadev, I don't want to be like a businessman. Because I did your bhakti, that's why you give me this benediction. No, I just want to continue rendering devotion. So people only imagine, okay? It's not like another example we read, like in a class. Teacher is equal to all. Teacher is teaching everyone in the class. It is up to the interest of the students to go ahead, step himself, and then raise the hand and ask the question, clarify the doubts. Or sometimes some students even take more interest. They will go to the teacher's cabin and they will present the doubt. Then what happened? Teacher takes the note. Oh, here is a student. He's really want to learn. So next time in the class, teacher will look. Oh, is he present today? Oh, he has not come today. What happened? Oh, then let me try. Oh, he is there. Okay, fine. Have you understood? Teacher will take his name also. Then other thing, why teacher is so partial? She is taking his name only, or he's calling him only, not to me. No, teacher is equal to all. It is up to the student how to approach to the teacher and take best advantage to learn his subject very nicely. So same way, it is up to us how we approach to the Lord. Ye yathama prapadyante. Lord reciprocates accordingly. Clear? All of you understood? Hare Krishna. You got some idea? Yeah. So Lord has no specific object of favor, right? Nor the Lord envy anyone. Okay. So one should not think that because my neighbor is getting more, I am not getting. What is this? No, might be we don't know the complete plan of the Lord. And maybe Lord wants to teach us to be a pure without any motives, not to be in a selfish way, only asking Lord, please give me this. I know you are the supreme. Give me good marks, give me these things. Okay, initially fine, because we don't have a knowledge how one can have a relationship with the Lord. But as we grow, one should have a full faith. Lord will do the best, right? I will do my best, Lord will do the rest. Let me see from my side how best, how pure I am dealing with the Lord. Okay. So let's quickly take a recitation. Sorry for the late. Okay, yeah, anyone would like to repeat? A little big verse, but don't be afraid. Yeah, yes, Shubham Pro. Na veda kaschid bhagavan shikirshitam. Your
Kaschid bhavanam
na bhagavan
naveda kaschid bhagavam kirchitam.
chikirshitam. English you can see here below. Okay, English will be more easy. Words are broken. Na means not. Veda means knowing. People doesn't know. Kaschid. Bhagavans of the Lord. Bhagavams. And chikirshitam. Activities of the Lord. Na veda kaschid bhagavams chikirshitam.
Naveda kaschid bhagavam chikirchitam.
Slowly also we can go, no problem. Na veda kaschid bhagavams chikirshitam.
Naveda kaschid bhagavam kirchitam.
Chikirshitam. That's little cha and then ka. That's not habituated, na? That's why it becomes little, yeah. Tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Perfect. Slowly we can go, so then it can become very clear. Tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Now both the lines will recite, okay? Na veda kaschid bhagavam shikirshitam tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Naveda kaschid bhagavam chikirchitam tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Na veda kaschid bhagavam shikirshitam tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Veda kaschid bhagavam chikirchitam tave hamanasya nrinam vidambanam.
Thank you. Yes, Jashit Prabhu, you are ready? Next two lines.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Na yasya kaschid daitosti karhichit.
Na yasya kachid daito yas kachid.
See, before S, there is a hyphen is given. So it becomes a. Okay, daito asti. Okay.
Daito
Na yasya kaschid daitosti karhichit.
na yasya karte daito karchit.
Karhichit.
Karchit.
Na yasya kaschid daitosti karhichit.
Na yasya kachid daito asti karchid.
Karhichit. Correct. One more time. Na yasya kaschid daitosti karhichit.
Na yasya kachid daito asti karchid.
Dveshascha yasmin vishama matirnanam. Dvesha. Yeah. I'll tell you. Dvesha. Okay, dvesh. Okay, that word dvesha.
Can you repeat once again?
Yes. So first word dveshasya, dveshascha. So here now actually English they have broken up. Sometime if you know this Devanagari, that is sometimes easy also. So here down English, you are reading English, right? Or you are reading this Devanagari?
Prabhuji, English only, Prabhuji.
English, yeah. So dveshascha, okay, dveshascha. So above S there is a hyphen, so it becomes sha. Right, sha. Like your name is what? Jashit. Right?
Yes,
if I say Jasit, it's not correct. Na? After S there is a H. So that pronunciation is different than having only S. Correct? So when above S there is a hyphen, na? not hyphen, what do you call that? Another word for that. So that is being said as sh. Below S, there is a dot. So that becomes the another sh. So little grammar, so all of you learn slowly, okay? Dveshascha yasmin. Okay, yasmin is a straight word. Here S becomes pure S. So yasmin. And then again, below S, there is a dot. So that becomes sh. Vishama. Not Visama, Vishama. Okay. Vishama, then Matir, M-A-T-I-R, Matir, and Rinam. Okay, Nrinam. So here N-R-N, there is nothing between I or A or nothing, no vowel or whatever you call that. There is nothing below in between. So Nrinam. So you have to go as a together. Nrinam. Okay. So I'll pronounce whole line. Veshascha yasmin vishama matirna.
Dvaishascha asmin vishamana matir nirma.
Yeah, go slowly. Yeah, go slowly. No hurry. Okay. Go slowly. If you go, then the words will catch very quickly. And you hear how we are pronouncing. Dveshascha yasmin vishama matirna.
Vaishesva Ashmin Vishamana Matir Nirmana. Also break.
Yeah, Nrinam. Okay, Nrinam. Okay. Yeah. I think next time we should give more time. We'll break even these lines also half up, so that may be easy, maybe more easy for all of you. So I'll say now both the lines. You can try. Nayasya kaschid daitosti karhichid. Dveshascha yasmin vishama matirnana. Give a try, both lines.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, yes, please.
Prabhu, nice. Kachid Dayota Asti Karichid Devasya Ashmin Vishman Matir Nirma.
Okay, so we'll try to get some good audios also so that we can hear repeatedly. It will become very easy. Okay, so I'll recite now once, and maybe in the next sessions, all of you can try to recite properly. You practiced some time in the weekdays, so that next Monday we can give a try once again. As a homework, we can hear once again. Naveda kaschid bhagavan shikirshitam. So beauty, although it is so complicated, some of the verses have very, very beautiful meters also. Very good musical tone also. So that becomes very easy to catch. And feelings also gets involved. So Mother Kunti is offering in a very beautiful, feelingful way. Naveda kaschid bhagavam shikirshitam tavehamanasyanam vidambanam. Nayasya kaschid daitosti karhichid dveshascha yasmin vishama matirnana. Oh Lord, your activities nobody can understand. You just think you to be like an ordinary, right? So you don't have any object of favor or envy, but people only just imagine. Vishama matirnana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So at least the meaning should hit our head. The beautiful qualities of Lord Krishna is being glorified by Mother Kunti. How Lord, you are so kind. You don't favor anyone. I mean, in the sense, you're not like a favor to one and impartial to others. You're all equal. And then Prabhupada wrote one more interesting point I forgot to add. Prabhupada gives the proof. What is the proof? In the battlefield of Kurukshetra, opponent parties, Kauravas, nobody was favorable towards Pandavas or the Lord. But result, what happened? Anyone knows? After everyone got killed, what happened to them in their future life? Yes?
They got liberation.
They got liberated. They went back home, back to God. How come? They were acting like an enemy. They were hitting on the Lord and the Lord's devotees. But Lord is so kind. Just because the Lord was present, this beautiful result they got. And what is the proof? Even Shukdev Goswami also says, In the third canto, this verse comes. With that we'll end. Tathaiva chanye naralokaveera ya ahave Krishna mukharavindam nainam pibanto nayanabhirama Parthastaputa padama purasya. Partha means who is a Partha? Parthastaputa. Who is a Partha? Yes.
Krishna.
No, not Krishna. Who is a Partha?
Prabhu, sorry, Arjuna.
Arjun, right? So Parthastaputa, Arjuna's arrow were shot and so many people died. But then what happened? Nainam pibanto nayanabhirama. They saw in their presence the beautiful form of Lord Krishna. Mukharavindam. They saw beautiful darshan of Lord Krishna when they were dying. And because Lord Krishna was present, all got liberated. All got delivered. So this is also proof given by Shukdev Goswami. And Prabhupada explains in the purport of this verse, what we read today. So very, very amazing concept that will make our firm faith. No matter what difficulties come in our life, sometimes good things comes, it is easy to go on. But this understanding of the Lord helps us, not because just for the knowledge sake, but this is the nature of the Lord. So one should not take on aback that when we get adverse things in our life. Thank you all very much for joining. Let us end with Vaishnava Pranam. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.